Welcome back to the Trade-Off Podcast. My name is Ryan.
I'm Alex.
Today, we're talking to you about a common issue, which a lot of us experience throughout our lives, and no doubt you have experienced it too. And that is the disease, the illness, the curse of giving up too soon in life. Quitters. Now, most people give up because something didn't happen in the time frame that they wanted it to happen in. I see this every single day.
Yeah, always.
Always, every day. Even sort of this morning, my kids trying to get his shoes on for school. What happened? He got annoyed, he got frustrated because he couldn't put his shoes on in the time frame that he wanted to put his shoes on. Doesn't mean he couldn't do it. Doesn't mean that he was never going to do it. Just means that it didn't happen in the time frame that he wanted it to happen in.
Kids got no patience, have they?
He's got no patience.
Zero patience.
What about adults?
No, a lot of them.
Adults don't either.
No.
You need patience, especially if you want to achieve something good, you want to achieve something great. And all I can see in that camera reflection is Pablo Escobar. Literally, in the camera reflection, I can see Pablo staring at me.
He didn't quit.
He didn't quit.
He didn't quit, ever.
He built an empire so big that he had like $400 million in cash as a decoy to the fucking agents that are after him and getting eaten by rats.
He built his own prison. He still didn't quit.
He has to spend $1 million a week on rubber bands.
He did. So that is the moral of today's episode. Just be like Pablo Escobar.
Be like Pablo. Don't quit until you get shot dead.
See you next week.
Done. But now, on a serious note, there's many things that we want to achieve in life and many things that we could have achieved if we didn't give up and we didn't stop. And
100%.
we didn't get frustrated that we hadn't achieved them already. Do you think anybody out there that's made something of themselves, those people that you look at on social media, the celebrities that you look towards, do you think they were just an overnight success? No, there wasn't. There was obstacles. There was different roads and paths they had to take that they never thought they would have to take. But they took those paths anyway, those treacherous roads, and they got through it and they battled every obstacle that came their way. That's why they are where they are.
And I think people confuse resting with quitting. It's okay to rest. If you're on your way...
For pussies.
If you're on your way to your end goal and you need time to kind of rethink what you're doing or take a pause or find another way to get there or, you know, whatever you do to calculate a new route, whatever it is that you need to do, that's fine. There's a big difference between taking a minute to recalculate and quitting altogether. Because so many people kind of...
I agree.
The flip side of that, people think, I just feel really bad because I've just given up. Well, you haven't given up. You're actually trying to find a different way to figure it out. There's a big difference. You can accept...
Yeah.
You can accept people that stop and try and figure it out or keep going, but not quitting.
Well, I don't like that word rest. Stop to have a rest. You stop to recalculate and analyse what is the best move for me right now. You're not stopping to go, right, I'm going to put my feet up just for a bit. No, it's a tactical move.
Yeah.
Right, let me just stop a minute. Hang on. Things aren't going as they planned. That's fine. That's allowed to happen. Doesn't mean you've done anything wrong. Don't forget, you're venturing out to achieve something you never achieved before. So there's going to be a lot of unknowns, and that's perfectly okay. But sometimes you just stop, analyse. What's the best move to take from here? Look at the resources you've got around you. Don't worry about time. All right? Time...
Just a construct.
Time's just a construct.
Doesn't even exist.
Doesn't even exist. Look at us.
No.
Fucking getting all scientific and shit.
Some pricks put some numbers on a circle and told you there was time. They fooled you. You've been flagged.
Or was it with the moon and the stars and the sun? Maybe.
Yeah, sounds like it'd be a fucking Natasha Bedingfield song, that does.
Nonetheless, Natasha Bedingfield didn't give up. She made some songs, she got rich.
She did.
There you go.
I watched a film with her song yesterday, actually.
Oh my god, not the one with...
Guy from Twisters.
Yeah, mate, that's a good film.
Good film, it's all right.
Glenn Powell,
It's all
his
right.
name is.
And it
Up and coming actor, mate.
only
He's
got
good.
65% on Rotten Tomatoes. I think they need to bump that up a little bit.
Yeah, I liked it. Well, the cheese bit at the end where they get him on the helicopter was a bit cheesy.
Yeah,
Calls the lifeguard.
We didn't need that.
Yeah.
Didn't know. Just ruined the ending there for anyone that wanted to watch that film.
The rest is still unwritten. But listen up. I'll get back to the story because it's so important. Every single one of us has encountered this. We stopped trying to achieve something we want to achieve too early before we got the results. Why? Because we're like, it's taking me too fucking long. But then if you stop, you guarantee it will never happen anyway.
100%.
So by you quitting saying, I'm stopping this, you're wasting all that time and knowledge that you've already acquired going down this route, trying to obtain this special thing that you want to obtain. And then you guarantee it will never happen anyway.
Yeah, the only way to guarantee that you're not going to get it is if you quit. If you keep going, you will get there. And I think that's something that happens with trading, doesn't it? People expect to start trading now, and because they put all their eggs in one basket, they need it to work. When you need something to work, that breeds desperation.
It's likely it won't work.
Yeah. And once you're desperate, you start to take shortcuts, start to look at different ways to do things that might not be the proper way to do it.
You rush.
And you try and force the result you want. That's never going to be a good result. Never, ever, ever.
Don't forget, if you're rushing And moving quickly is important, by the way.
Yeah.
But
With purpose.
With purpose. You're moving quickly, doing the right moves because
Right.
you're calculating. You're smart, remember? So you're calculating each move. Bang, 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 bang. You move fast. However, if you're rushing and you're just going out there, just trying all these different things, you're rushing, you're not calculating your moves correctly, what happens is you're going to end up just wasting even more time and never getting anywhere, never getting anything.
And usually create more problems for yourself.
Definitely
Look, if you're rushing to get out of the house. If you planned, you know where you got to be, what you got to get, you got everything prepped to get out. You know, your keys are, you get there, you're on time. There's no problems. But if you're rushing, you get out the door, you've forgot your car keys, you've got to go back in, you haven't planned your route.
Exactly.
All these things, you're just creating more problems for yourself. And when you're a trader, you need to have a very clear understanding of where you want to get to. And then you need to just have an understanding of how long it may take. If it takes you longer, you can't quit. Because you've already put, say it takes you 24 months, but you expect it to take 12.
Yep.
You're just going to give up after 12 and
Exactly.
waste that last 12 months. No, of course not.
And where are you going to be 12 months after that if you quit? Same place you are now.
Exactly.
So you just as well keep going. If you're going through hell, there's no point stopping there.
No.
Keep going and
going.
come out the other side. Do you know what? There's a great Sylvester Stallone quote, which you're going to play when you edit this right now.
You can't go back once you started this damn journey. You can only go forward. You got two choices. One, you get scared, you give up, and then you burn up. And the second one, you just say, fuck it! Fuck it! Fuck fear! And you barrel through it. And when you come out on the other side, I guarantee you, you're gonna be stronger than you ever thought possible.
It's a pretty good quote, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Got to barrel through it. That is from Tulsa King. See Tulsa King?
I love Tulsa King.
It's a good
The
series.
jelly roll cameo was unneeded, but okay.
No, it's a good series. Tulsa King, good series. And that's a very good quote. Why? Because you just have to keep going no matter what. No matter how much it's bothering you in any emotional way, you got to not care. You got to be cold.
Yeah.
You got to keep going, keep going, keep going. And then at some point, you'll start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Trust me. I've been down many of these roads in my life and I thought, no, I'm not going to give up. And I'll get curious. What will happen if I just keep going? What will happen if I keep going and I keep moving along this road? I don't care what's happening right now because where I am now is not where I'm going to stay. I want to keep moving forward. Keep moving forward, bang. Before you know it, you start getting the results.
You hit a wall, don't you? Often. There's nothing wrong with hitting a wall. Everyone experiences a point where they're like, fucking hell, this
That's
is
there to
hard.
test us. That's what
Exactly.
people don't realise. You're being tested.
Exactly. When you're running, it happens all the time. You're running, you get to a certain point and you're like, boom, hit the wall. Right? If you then just take, instead of thinking about your end goal of where you're going to, the way that I always used to do it is just look at the next lamppost. Right, I'll just go to the next lamppost.
Yeah.
And then I get to that one, just to the next one.
One step at a
Break
time,
it down
baby.
into small chunks. And before you know it, you've moved past that wall that you've hit, that imaginary wall. You can just keep going until you hit the next wall. And it's just going to happen over and over and over again. But the kind of person you are is going to determine what kind of life you have.
Yeah.
And if you give up, if you're a quitter, if you don't like doing things that are difficult, you're just never going to have a good life.
No, you're not. How can you get anything new, anything great, anything desirable if you're not willing to transform the person that you currently are now? It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
If you stay the person as you are, you're going to get what you've always got. Simple as that.
Let go of things that no longer serve you anymore.
Got to let go of things that no longer serve you, and you need to upskill as a person. You have to upskill your mindset because that is ultimately what's going to get you from point A to point B. I mean, look at Hitler, motherfucker, tried to conquer the world. He's a little short ass, about 5 foot tall. He didn't give a shit, did he? I'm just putting it out there. Did he think I'm a little short ass? I'm not strong. Most men are about to defeat me in a one-on-one battle. Fuck that. I'm going to create an army then. I'm going to try and take over the world.
Take over. We don't condone his actions.
We don't condone his actions, but still,
Just
this
'cause
is
he's
what I'm
got a
saying. Mindset, wasn't it? He just got a skinhead. A romper stomper over there.
What a great film, another film. This is turned into a film review.
Film review. Romper stomper, that's an old one.
Russell Crowe, isn't it?
Russell Crowe. Fucking hell. Good times, good times. But on a serious note, once again, trading, this happens a lot. People want to start trading. Now, what happens when they go down the route of becoming a trader? They see a lot of successful traders already.
Because you never see the failures.
You never see the failures. So look at all these successful traders that have got all these lovely things in their life, and they're thinking, wow, I want that. Of course you want that. Why would you not want lovely things in your life? But they think they're going to get it very, very quickly. They don't see all the pain and all the hard work, all the hours, days, weeks, months, years that those traders put in to get where they are. You can't skip the process. The process forms you into the person that can obtain the thing that you want to obtain.
Yeah.
And the more people realize that, the more they're going to achieve what they actually set out to achieve.
If you're trying to reach an end goal, when you start, you always start with the best intentions and the biggest belief. I can do that. And as you get down that line, you're going to hit some tough times that you're going to make you realise, maybe I don't understand or know the knowledge or have the capabilities to get to where I need to go. So rather than quit, what do? You just upskill yourself.
Yeah.
You go, right, I'm going to go and invest in some knowledge on that. I'm going to do some research. I'm going to become the kind of person, like we spoke about before, that can become successful. Not everyone can be successful, right? You need to build that mindset. Now, everyone can build that mindset, but not everyone has it.
Yeah, and building that mindset takes time. And again, that's where people don't want to put in the time, because they know, but I want it now. And people don't want everything now, they never get nothing at all.
I'd say that
they get very little.
Time is probably one of the biggest reasons that people quit altogether.
Yeah.
Just because the sheer amount of time, like, you know, how many people out there when they were younger, they want to be a doctor or they want to be a pilot, and then they realise, fucking hell, that's like 5 or 6 years of education.
I want money now.
I want money now.
Time and money. Will determine a lot of things you do in your life, that's for sure. If a business owner has already got a successful business, what's the chances that he can start a second business and make it successful and do it in a relatively quick amount of time? Very high.
Pretty high.
Why? Because he knows what to do. 2, he doesn't need the money from his secondary business because he's already got an income stream from his first business. So when he starts up his second business, he goes, do you know what? I need to make money from this business straight away. There you go. That's problem 1 out the way, because that's where most people buckle. They need to make money now. I need to make money from this business straight away. I've already got a business paying me. So I was going to make this business the best business it could possibly be.
Exactly.
And you know how I'm going to do that? I'm going to build it up slowly. There you go.
Take my time.
Take my time.
Do all the steps correctly.
Time and money is no longer a problem to this business owner already, because he's already got an income stream coming in. You can see how the richer get richer now. And then the person which doesn't have a business, he's got a shit job, I need to go out and make more money. I'm living literally on the bones of my ass. I'm living from week to week. This isn't good for me and my family. They're trying all these little things all over the place, and they're getting stressed. They're not making money quick enough. They're not seeing the results quick enough. They're not quitting and getting nothing at all.
And when they quit, where do they go? They go usually back into the path that they were before. So let's just say that you're a builder and you work for someone else and you have a trade. You decide, fuck it, I don't want to work for this bloke anymore. I want to start my own business. You don't know anything other than the skill you know. So what do? You go out, you get a van, you get your tools, and then you realise, I don't know anything about tax, don't know anything about getting jobs, about marketing, about kind of getting insurance.
There's a lot involved.
So you go, oh, well, this is the point where a lot of people go, oh, I'm overwhelmed, there's too much going on. I'll tell you what, I'll just sell the van and go back and work for so-and-so. If they had just taken some time, while they were already in their job, earning money, to upskill themselves
And to prepare
for the move they were going to make, they'd move, and they'd then decrease the amount of time it took to make that step. If you just take steps that you don't have a plan for, it's going to take you fucking life. You know, if you're trying to get to destination B,
you'd prepare.
And you don't know where destination B is, how the fuck are you going to get there?
Exactly. You'd prepare. You'd make sure you've got sufficient amount of fuel. If you're going there for a few days, you know you're going to pack your bags, your clothes, your washing gear, your toothbrush, toothpaste. You'll be prepared for that journey. You know what you need for that journey. And that's the same as when you're going to set off to go and achieve something you've never achieved before. There is going to be a lot of unknowns, but you pretty much know, just by searching on Google, some of the skills that you're going to need. Yeah. And then guess what? Using Google again, you're going to find most of the information that you're going to need to know.
Fear of the unknown. Fear of the unknown is probably the one key factor that stops a lot of people, other than in trading. Yeah. Because do you know what I found in trading?
Talk to me, Alex. What do you find in trading?
When most people, and this is solely what I found from trading, right? If I was to go and start a job as a fucking, go to university to be a brain surgeon, right? I would not walk in to university as a brain surgeon and go, don't worry, I know how to do this. I've watched a few videos on YouTube. I can do this, right? Fuck me. When you're a trader, the amount of people that have been trading for 3 weeks and they think they know best. Yeah. They don't want to listen to advice, right? Because they're not the kind of person that can be successful. They haven't learned how to be teachable. They haven't put their ego in check. That's the same. If you walked into any sort of role and the person that was teaching you there, you went, oh, don't worry, mate, I know how to do this. Let me do it. They'd be like, fuck off, mate. Yeah. Or they'd sit there and watch you completely.
And you're going to fail miserably. Why would you not want to learn from someone which has already achieved what you wanted to achieve? You're going to take all the shortcuts and avoid the majority of the mistakes that you would make on your own.
That's the point of a mentor.
They've got a map. Yeah. They've got a blueprint.
They're going to remove.
There you go.
They're going to remove all of the obstacles in your way, give you the fastest route to success. But that doesn't mean that you can just go from A to B. You still got to follow those steps, but they've pre-printed the steps for you. And I think that's a really important thing to kind of recognise. Yeah,
and also, unfortunately, I think there is a certain degree of people that you can give a map to, a blueprint to, and they're still fucking up.
Stevie Wonder.
They're still fucking up.
Some people just can't be helped, Brian. Some people just can't be helped.
You can lead a horse to water, my friend.
But you can't make it take care, man.
But you can't force it to drink, I think was the quote.
Oh, was that the quote?
That's the quote.
Oh, my bad.
So if you are on a journey right now and you're hitting a bit of a brick wall, that's good news.
Yeah.
That means you're getting to the deep depths of your journey. That means you are moving forward. That means you are getting ahead. That means you're further ahead. You're ready to upskill. I love it when I hit a blank. I'm like, fuck me. Right, I must be doing well then if it's getting hard. Simple. If it's getting hard, you're doing something right. So you've got to keep pushing forward, never give up, never fucking surrender. Because there's a whole world out there and a whole life out there. It's yours for the taking. You got to take it.
That's it. You got to go and get it.
And leave it on that note. See you next week.